Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are live from the Techfest Razer's Gamers League, and this is map 3 of the first semi-final between Team Wolf and Semper. I believe the knife round is already done. No, the knife is yet to happen, so the knife round is just going to be commencing. And there you go, Kappa takes down Ritz, and now A-Star is going to be taking down Wick, and those are 3 guys dead on the side of Team Wolf, and an easy peasy knife coming out from Team Semper. Well, they're going to be making the call for the stay or the swap, and they will be wanting to swap. So it's going to be Team Semper playing the CD side first half, and Team Wolf playing as terrorists. And like I said, we are all set to go, and this is the third decider map. We saw the second map go into overtime, and we saw 2 OTs happening, and Team Wolf finally prevailed over Team Semper, and you know, like, surpassed all odds and got the win in their favor. So it's just a 1-second rate problem, so things will be live pretty soon. Wick just disconnecting. Well, needless to say, we do have a fair bit of a crowd and banter going on at the IIT Techfest happening in Powai, and this is the Razer's Gamers League, and you are watching it live with me, Nick Heaton. Well, I believe this is going to be okay. This is going to be game live or starting, or they're just wanting to wait yet again. The match is paused. Well, these are mandatory pauses that both the teams have been making prior to the start of each map, or should I say each shift, because they want to strategize and they want to just get things going in their favor initially. So, but I believe this is now a technical glitch that we are facing on stage, so I hope it's sorted pretty soon. I'll be back to join you as soon as things are sorted. Well, then we're back live, and the game is unpaused, and we're going to be jumping into live action, and it's going to be Team Wolf playing the T-sided terrorists, I would say, and it's going to be a usual buy coming out, except for A-Star, who's going to be opting for the P250 along with his 2 flashes, and this is going to be a rush onto the ramp side, and Ritesh marking his territory. Shabby in the meanwhile has rushed down with Spy. Ramps has been taken control of, but in the meanwhile they opt to rush into the cap side now. Mithil has taken down one, looking for another one. Ritz in the meanwhile has taken down opposition, and Mithil continues to do damage. He takes down Spy as well. Mithil in the meanwhile now lurking near the door area. He knows opposition is knowing of his position, looking for another headshot, looking to get the third one in, not going to be finding him. A-Star in the meanwhile has taken down one. Shabby looking for the bomb plant. He's going to be, the bomb plant is going to be happening. It's a 3v3 scenario. 2 taken down in a flash. And this is now a 1v2 scenario. Ritesh has been sidelined and he has been bludgeoned. Would you believe it? Mithil getting in those 2 insane headshots and now finishing up the round. Well, the score stands at 1-0. Semper X won. And they needed this round. They needed it badly since Semper X did want the CT map control. And they are going to have it. Mithil instantly buying up the M4. And the Clarion also being picked up by Impale. On the side of Team Wolf, it is only going to be the P250s that are going to be bought out. So not much economy being committed by Team Wolf here. And A-Star just going to be lurking near the T roof area. And in the meanwhile, the entire Team Wolf is waiting outside this door. And they're going to be waiting for the pop flash coming in. And this is going to be a peek onto the bomb side. And how about that? He's going to be taken down. He's going to be slaughtered literally. And Mithil in the meanwhile is continuously slaughtering enemies down. And Impale has arrived. He's looking for the C4. He takes down one, looking for the other one. Takes down the second as well. Now looking for opposition. Spy in the meanwhile is looking for the backstab. And A-Star looking for one. Going to find one but going to be traded off as well. And Spy has not given his position yet, and Spy! Oh my god, he squandered his bullets up. He should have got the kill onto Impale, but he squanders his bullets. Well, that round could have gone in favor of Team Wolf had Spy got the kill onto Impale with his initial 2 to 3 bullets, but he squandered almost around 9 to 10 bullets along with his P250, which has some high damage output. And now finally, the call for a pause coming out from Team Wolf. Well, there seems to be some technical glitch on Shabby's PC, so I hope it will be sorted pretty soon. Well, these two teams do not ever disappoint on the chit chat that completely goes off topic every now and then. Well, that round, in my mind, well, the CTs were badly positioned, but yet again they were able to take control of the side because of the flank coming in from Impale, and just in the nick of time getting the C4 off guard. He had the bomb plant in place, but he wasn't. Okay, they want a restore. Okay, like I was saying, the bomb plant just took place and Shabby was completely off guard, and he didn't know whether Impale was going to be flanking him from the AL site area. And we will be having the round restore from 2-0 because Shabby just timed out and he will be losing his money. So we will have the round restore. And there you have it. I believe the round restore will be happening within a few seconds, and we will be back live and we will be in action. Don't restore, it's okay. Okay, we're good to go. Okay, then we will be commencing live action and the game is about to begin. And we have 5 AK rifles being brought out by Team Wolf, and Semper X on the side have Impale offing. So some weird strats coming out. I've never seen Impale offing. So this is going to be real fun to watch. And Impale is just going to be heading towards the A-long warehouse, and in the meanwhile all the others are just going to be holding their positions in their respective areas. Blackhawk is just going to be lurking near the T-base entrance, and Shabby in the meanwhile is going to be marking that cab area, and Ritz is just lurking near the ramp entrance. He is in the ramp hallway and he can get the headshot in onto someone who might be watching him, but no one yet. So they're playing it passive, Team Semperex, but Kappa and Razer gonna have a face off, and Shabby takes down Kappa in a flash there. And in the meanwhile, now Shabby heading and leading from the front here. Wick is in, he's in the vicinity. He knows that the entire Team Wolf is down, and he's going to be coming in. And Shabby gets the kill onto his headshot, and this is not going to be pretty. The Molotov being dropped in. Blackhawk takes the headshot onto Mithil. Now then Blackhawk looking for more. He's going to be traded down by Manan. And now then Ritesh hiding into that room. And well then, A-Star in the meanwhile has traded down. How about that? And Wick now is the sole survivor. It's a 1v3 scenario. He needs to back off. He needs to save this round. He needs to play by the economy. And Rich at 36 HP in that secret room. He did some kind of distraction there, and that was enough to have that round. And Wick, on the other hand, couldn't make it in time. Those were some clever moves coming in from Team Wolf, wherein they just walked into the ramp area and completely caught Kappa off guard. And Shabby coming in with the headshot yet again onto Kappa, and that's the reason why they got that round. Well, the score stands at 2-1, Team Wolf at 1 and Semperex at 2. And we will be seeing an MVP performance being put up by A-Star, because we've seen it in the past. It's Nuke, and this man is a madman, I would rather say. He's a madman in this map. And he's going to be doing some weird shit up in the T-Terrace. And in the meanwhile, his team is entirely headed towards the A long to B area, and they're going to be finding opposition, and A-Star is just going to be marking the teammates rush, and Spy and Co just trying to go into that A long to B area. And Blackhawk has already made it down, and Blackhawk gets the headshot on the Wick. And in the meanwhile, Mithil finds opposition as well. And now then, how about that? Just rushing into the inners, and they're in the ramp hallway, and Kappa is marking that bomb site in the lower area. Well then, Shabby just marking his opponent, looking for the headshot, gets the headshot on the opponent, looking for another one. Great headshot coming in from Shabby onto his win. And A-Star has taken down Mithil as well. Now this is a 1v4 situation. Shabby at 1 HP. He needs to hide his ass off. In the meanwhile, Kappa is just going to be lurking in the cab entrance area. And he is going to find Shabby. No, he won't. Shabby trades him down instead. Well then, Team Wolf pulling things back up. 2-2, 2 Semperex, 2 Wolf. And this is going to be an eco round coming out by Semperex. And they will want to get this round in their favor. So Wick in the meanwhile is just going to be marking the cab area, and Impale and Co are just going to be rushing through the cab window. So this is going to be very interesting. And Kappa in the meanwhile is just going to be watching the glass windows area, and he's going to be marking long. A-Star in the meanwhile has taken down Wick, and Mithil is now going to be spotted, and A-Star takes down 3 in a flash. And this is not going to be pretty. How about that? Looking for another shot. He's looking for headshots. He's not going to find anyone. It's a 1v4 situation. He's low on HP, 26 to be precise. And he knows that someone is in the vicinity, and so he needs to back off a bit. And he tries for the headshot. Not going to get it. He's going to be burned down. No. A-Star comes in with the flank. 4 kills for A-Star in that round. Well then, folks, this is another buy round being commenced by Team Semperex, and they will be playing into their default positions. And some smoke and Molotov setups coming in, and Mithil and Co have been pushed into the cap site. And there, like I said, you see Impale taking their perfect positions, and Mithil is now marking this perfect area there. He's just lurking near that fake base long to be area, and now he's going to look for the second peek as well, trying to get the headshot. Not going to find it, but yes, he gets the kill instead. Gets the kill on the Spy. Now looking for the third one. He's going to be punished. Too much over peeking there. And in the meanwhile, Kappa is now going to be marking the ladder area. He's looking for some kills, someone to just rotate near the CT ladder. And Wick in the meanwhile is now going to be heading and replacing Manan near the long to B area. And he's going to be finding the headshot onto Shabby. Blackhawk in the meanwhile now looking for the trade kill. He's going to be searching for Wick. And Wick is waiting. He's waiting in the ranks. And there you go. A-Star in the meanwhile just has made his way into long to short. He is in the long to short area. And he will be finding someone in short time. In the meanwhile, Blackhawk is still trying to find Wick. He's not yet got the C4. And this will be pretty interesting. And Blackhawk has been taken down. In the meanwhile, A-Star looking for one. Now he's going to be punished. And Impale gets the shot onto A-Star. Well, even Stevens, even now. 2 maps done, 3rd map in, 3 all, even now. That's how close this match has been, and it will go down to the wire indeed. Semperex and Wolf putting up a show here. Well, they have fought in Team Wolf. They have their rifles, they have their resources, they have everything intact. So this will be interesting yet again. A-Star coming out with the Molotov, drops the Molotov onto the warehouse, and he doesn't know that he does have opposition in the vicinity, but instead he has just passed out. And he has just passed into the long to be area. And no one has any idea whatsoever what A-Star is up to. He doesn't want to give a sound. And he gives his footsteps away. And in the meanwhile, Impale just comes in with a backstab and gets a headshot onto A-Star. And Kappa has taken down Shabby as well. Impale, Kappa, all marking that ramp area. And Wick in the meanwhile has taken down one. Looking for another. Blackhawk has taken down one. Kappa is on reload. He doesn't want to come in. But he's been taken down as well. And in the meanwhile, this is a 3v1 scenario. Blackhawk against the might of Team Semperex. He's at 20 HP. Will he be trying this round? Yes, he is. He does have the C4. He does have all his resources intact. And he's given his footsteps away. He's given his position away. So how about that? Will be knowing his position. But Mithil pops through the vents, gets the headshot in. There you have it. And well then, yet again, a convincing victory for Team Semperex in the previous round. And they will be buying yet again Team Wolf. Some gutsy strats coming out from Team Wolf. Ritesh is only going to be having his resources. So this will be interesting. And in the meanwhile, Wick is now going to be guarding that ramp area. And he's just going to be spraying down some bullets just for namesake. And in the meanwhile, Blackhawk and Co are now going to be rushing into the bomb site. They are headed towards the bomb site here. And Spy looking for action, and he's going to find opposition here. Impale has taken down A-Star in the meanwhile. And Impale from the A-long to A-short flank. This is again a 1v4 situation. Blackhawk, can he do it? No, he can't. The numbers were just too heavy for him. Well then, that round, another eventful one, and the score at 5-3, Semperex leading, and Team Wolf do not want to concede any more rounds, I would rather say. It's a CT-sided map, but you do not want to give them control, and Fritz now with the scout, looking for the initial pick, not going to be finding it. Shabby in the meanwhile just lurking in the ranks, and A-Star couldn't spot out opposition there. He should have spotted him out, and Ritz in the meanwhile has taken down Impale with a nice headshot. Now Mithil, he knows that opposition is lurking near the outer area, and he's going to take down one. Now he's going to back off, and he's going to be just watching door and cab. He does not want to overcome it here. Kappa in the meanwhile will be taking care of outer, and A-Star has quietly made his way into the ladder area. This will be a clutch moment. In the meanwhile, Wick has taken down Shabby, and A-Star with a kill onto the guy in the cap site. And A-Star now has position superiority, and he does not want to give it away. But how about that? Does know where A-Star is. And in the meanwhile, how about that? Trades one, but he's going to be traded off immediately. Now this is a 2v2 scenario. How about that? Has been taken down immediately. Wick and Kappa. Wick in the meanwhile coming in from outer. A-Star has taken down Kappa. Wick just holding on to his position, looking in to the cap side. He's coming in from A long, looking for the headshot. Not going to find it. A-Star now just pre-firing. A-Star holding on to his angle. He's going to get it. That's a nice angle, man. And he gets around for his team. Clinical A-Star. Well, like I said, A-Star ruling the roost here yet again. 13 frags and 5 deaths. It's Nuke. It's his map. Well, a pause yet again, and I believe it's a technical glitch. So we will have to wait. Well, let's take a look at the economies of both the teams. And I believe Team Wolf is going to be buying in since they just won that round. And on the side of Team Semper, they do have enough funds to buy and sustain this round as well. So it's going to be a complete buy coming out with entire resources and guns and rifles and whatsoever. So I just hope that Shabby will be back yet again. It's the third time he has had some issues. He seems to be facing some mic issues, so I hope they sort it out pretty soon. Well then, we are back, and Shabby is, I believe he's ready and he's set. Yes, he is ready to go, and we will be commencing live action. And like I said, it's going to be a buy coming out from both the teams. Just Mithil with the Clarion. I believe he didn't have enough money to buy his other inventory, that is his nades and smokes. In the meanwhile, action at A-Long, and Spy is going to be leading from the front, and Blackhawk, Ritz are just going to be helping him out. In the meanwhile, Ritz has just made his way forward, and he's going to be finding opposition, but he's taken a nice little headshot there. He's been damaged for 37, so not quite what Ritz wanted, but nice positioning there from Impale. And he's going to be finding one, gets the headshot on the Spy. There's sick headshot. And Wick in the meanwhile has taken down one as well. And he's going to be running Helter Skelter. He's going to be running back. He got the kill on the Blackhawk. They do not want to overextend. Impale gets the info. He knows that someone is here, and Impale gets the headshot on the ridge, looking for another one. A-Star has been spotted down, but A-Star takes down Impale instead. And Kappa now is on his own at ramps. And how about that? Just marking his territory. He's going to be marking the cap bomb site. A-Star is near the CT ladder. He needs to back off a bit. He's low on HP, and Shabby is having full HP, full armor. So let's just hope that they are able to pull off some kind of a miracle. It's a 2v4 scenario, and Mithil is lurking near the cab entrance, and Kappa has taken down Shabby with ease. And in the meanwhile, this is now a 1v4 situation with A-Star. Okay, and there you go. We are now going to be facing a 1v4 1v3 scenario, and A-Star on 28 HP. He does not seem to be committing for this round. He's going to be opting to save, but Mithil just walks into him, and he's going to be playing, you know, like completely off guard there. Well then, the economy is now saying a very sorry story for Team Wolf, and they will be paying the price for having a completely bizarre round. A-Star has opted to buy, and they will be force buying as well. And Blackhawk holding on to his money. No, he is also going to be buying in. So then, this is going to be a round that is going to be committed on to A-Long. And Impale has given info about a guy who's entered the A-Long area from A-Short. And now then, Blackhawk. Well, what was that? Impale saw someone pass. I rather am confused here. Well, that must have been some error from my end. But Mithil is in the right place at the right time, but A-Star just has one more ace up his sleeve. And Wick in the meanwhile, he's going to find opposition. Blake, you know, he's completely bludgeoned there. And Impale just takes down Ritz, and Spy now wanting to smoke plant. He wants the plant to come in, and he's going to be taking the plant in. Shabby in the meanwhile lurking in the vents, and he's going to be finding opposition. And in the meanwhile here, Kappa is now trying to find someone. This is a 2v2 scenario. Shabby and Blackhawk, they're both... Okay, one of them is hiding in the vents and one of them in this door. And they want to just get this round. And now both of them have positioned themselves beautifully. They want to get the kill in. Kappa. Shabby running out of bullets. He needs to get the headshot in, and he gets the headshot in. Looking for another one. Not going to get it. Impale 1v1 against Blackhawk. And Blackhawk now lurking in the vents. He is in a safe position. And Impale doing the wiser thing. He's just going to be backing off. A brilliant round coming out from Team Wolf. Well, yet again, the action going in too fast, and too fast for my liking as well. And the score stands at 5-6, Semper at 6, and Team Wolf at 5. There you go. We are on the way to having a complete humdinger of a match. It is going to be very close indeed. A 6-5 scoreline even now in the third map. A-Star now looking for some headshots. He's now headed towards the ramp hallway, and he's not going to find anyone. And Shabby in the meanwhile is just going to be tapping down bullets. And Blackhawk is just lurking near the door area, and he's not going to find anyone. Spy in the meanwhile is just going to be marking his territory, and he's going to be marking that A-long push. And A-Star in the meanwhile now going to be lurking through the smoke, trying to find someone in the ramp slope area. He's going to find Kappa, and Kappa has been spotted out. And Kappa now trying to be expansive. He's still trying to play with the UMP, and so he needs to back off. In the meanwhile, Mithil just marking that cab area. Wick and Impale in the meanwhile has taken down 2. Looking for the third, gets the third. Looking for the fourth, not going to find it. Spy takes him down instead. And Kappa now, it's all up to him in the ramps area. And Spy there, he's just going to be marking his guard. He's going to be watching the ramp CT side, and Kappa has given away his footsteps. He knows where he is. Spy is well aware of where Kappa has positioned himself. And Blackhawk in the meanwhile giving away his position now. And Spy trying to train him down, and he's going to be taken down. Kappa is down. And this is 100 HP Mithil and Wick as well. And now then they are up against Blackhawk and Spy, who are 14 and 39. Not that healthy. So Wick now, in the meanwhile, he is playing with the CZ, so he can just give the round away provided he's just caught off guard. But Mithil, he's marking the cab entrance and he's marking the A long to A short area as well. So he's kind of skeptical at what is to be done, but he knows where Spy is, but Blackhawk has traded him down immediately. Now it's a 1v1, but not enough time to plant the bomb. And that's an effort in vain. That's not going to help you, brother. Well attempted there, but Team Semper X superior with their positioning and gameplay yet again. Mithil waiting it out until the last second. He made sure that he gets the kill onto Spy, so Blackhawk had to trade kill him, and he didn't have enough time for the plant. And now then, a force buy coming out from Team Wolf, and they're all hungry for the rounds. They do not want to concede many rounds, so that's the reason why they want to go for the force buys. They do not want to give whatever kind of lead that the opposing team can have or possess. And Ritz in the meanwhile just firing some random bullets in the door area, and Blackhawk has made his way towards the railings, and he's going to be headed towards the CT ladder, and he gets the headshot onto Impale. And now then A-Star marking this area that is the long to B area, and Ritesh in the meanwhile is just going to be lurking in inners, and Shabby just looking for someone. He has the deagle in hand. Mithil in the meanwhile has just found someone. Mithil in the meanwhile just gets a shot onto Ritesh, and Ritesh is dead at door. And Wick now marking that long to B area from the secret room vents area, and he will be wanting someone to just show up, just pop their head out. And this is a 4v4 scenario. Wick, Mithil, Kappa in danger. Kappa in the meanwhile, Wick has taken down A-Star, and Kappa now lurking, and he's lurking in a very dangerous and precarious area. He needs to back off. He does so. He does flash the opponents off, and he's now in a safe area. And Shabby in the meanwhile is near the CT ladder. He needs to go up, and this can be the pivotal play that his team wants. And how about that? Senses it, and he's in a perfect position. He takes one down, looks for the second, looks for the third. Will he get it? No, he doesn't. Spy takes him down, but he's been traded down by Mithil as well. Well, completely precise, would I say. Should I dare say that? How about that? Has been completely on point all day, all night long. He has been at his top of his game. And Team Wolf now, they've been forced into an eco round. I see that, how about that, is now going to be playing with that SMG of his, and he's favoring it since quite a lot of time, and he will be still holding on to it. And there you have it. Wick in the meanwhile just holding his mandatory position there, and Blackhawk with a sick headshot there onto Impale. And how about that? Now marking his territory. He's going to be marking that cab rush area. And Shabby and Co are just lurking in the cabiners. Ritz in the meanwhile just trying to find a jiggle peek onto someone in the doors. And Mithil has spotted him out. And this is not going to be a favorable fight for Ritesh. So he needs to back off. Mithil has spotted him out, and he will be doing the wiser thing. And Spy and Shabby in the meanwhile are just waiting for someone to lurk through that window. That cab window. That little opening that they're searching for. How about that? It is at A side, and he's going to be taken down. Mithil has been taken down instead. How about that? Now continues his action, and in the meanwhile, how about that is taken down too. A-Star continues to fight. Kappa is now going to be taking down the C4. Yes, he is. And now it's a 1v1 with A-Star. A-Star very low on HP, 15, and Kappa at 100. And he has no idea whatsoever where the hell he is. And he drops down a flash. And A-Star does not want to show himself. And the defuse isn't happening. A-Star senses it. And the bullet's been fired. And he's waiting again. But Kappa outplays him. Simply outplayed. And a veteran move coming in from a veteran player. And wins the round for his team. It's 9-5. Well, then he was trying for the fake defuse, and A-Star didn't buy into it. But then the second fake defuse was quite a lot of time that he usurped. So he thought that the defuse was taking place, and he just went in, all guns blazing, and he was punished for it. And all M4s coming in from Team Semperex and Team Wolf here, opting for all AKs. Well then, they're all going to be heading towards the ramp area. No, indeed, one of them has just made his way towards outer, but in the meanwhile, Blackhawk trying to find someone, not going to be getting anyone yet. Sorry. And A-Star is just going to be lurking at outer, and Ritz here is just dropping down smokes to keep the opposition at bay. And in the meanwhile, Shabby and Co are now going to be heading towards the ramp slope, and Blackhawk now entering the ramp area, and Spy in the meanwhile leading from the front is now going to be trying to get all angles checked. Not finding anyone yet, not finding any opposition so far. But Kappa has positioned himself perfectly for any kind of play they want to make into the ramp bomb site. And A-Star has taken down Impale here, and Kappa is positioning himself beautifully. A-Star in the meanwhile continues to take down opposition. He's flanking them, but in the meanwhile Kappa has taken down A-Star. And Kappa has been traded off by Spy as well. And Ritz in the meanwhile now making it a 4v2 scenario. Mithil and Manan. That is, how about that? And Mithil has been taken down by Ritz. And how about that? Now waiting, and Ritz just taps onto his head. 9-6 the shift. Team Wolf 6. Well, a respectable shift, I would say, in terms of the map, because it's 9-6 in favor of CDs, so it can go either way. Team Semperex 9 and Team Wolf at 6. A-Star doing the bulk of the damage for Team Wolf here, and Team Semperex, Impale, Mithil and Kappa have been doing the bulk for their team as well. And the unpause, and the game is live yet again. And the pistol round, we're not going to be seeing any cheesy strats here. Kappa is just going to be having his smoke, flash and nade, and they're just going to be waiting for the ramp execute to be done, or else, oh, it's going to be the cab execute. They're dropping down a nade, they're dropping down a smoke, and in they go. They're going to be looking to go into the vents. They're going to be looking to plant into the B-bomb site. And how about that? He knows that there is going to be opposition, so he goes for the safer plant. And A-Star now looking to get through the vents. He knows that Kappa is going to be marking the territory. He's just waiting and waiting and he's waiting it out. Kappa very low on HP. Spy takes on Kappa instead. Ritz in the meanwhile arriving from ramps. These are three people dead on the side of Team Wolf. And the fourth guy dead. And this is going to be the fifth one. Mithil ruling over everyone. Team Semperex takes the lead 10-6. Well, a convincing win there for Team Semperex. On that note, they will be taking the lead, and that can be an unassailable lead, given the fact that they will be buying in, and they have forced Team Wolf to be buying themselves. And this is going to be a ramp rush coming in from Team Semperex with flashes and molotovs and nades, and they're going to be jumping in. Kappa, the first one to peek in, is looking for opposition, not going to find anyone. Headed to the ladder side. A smart move coming in from Kappa, and now he's headed towards the outer. He's not going to find anyone. He's going to find one. Spy takes him down instantly. And Wick now looking for opposition in the CT ladder area. He's going to find Spy in a while, and he takes one down. Mithil in the meanwhile has taken down A-Star, and Ritz has taken down Impale. And Mithil now trying to find some spam headshots. Not going to be finding it. And they are now going to be sneaking into the CT ladder, and they're now headed to the A bomb site. Wick dropping in, looking for the bomb plant, and Shabby and Co are now headed to the bomb site. Blackhawk has taken a beating there. He's just low. He's very low on HP, 12 HP to be precise. They will be wanting to save, and yes indeed, Ritz at 20, Blackhawk at 12. They will want to save the round, and they want to save the economy. Well, that was a round which turned on its head pretty fast, pretty soon, because Kappa had already reached the ladder side and he could have had complete control, but Spy just ignoring the fact that he has a rifle in hand. Oh, sorry, he did have an SMG, I believe. He had an SMG in hand, and just took him on and bursted him down with a CC. And there you go. We are going to be having 2 AKs and a Galil that are going to be carried forward by Team Semperex into the next round. And on the side of Team Wolf, we won't be having any money whatsoever. They need to eco this round. They somehow need to muster some kind of strategy to win this round, because probably after winning this round with the score at 11-6, they can probably pull up a comeback with the score line, but they do need to win this round. And they're going to be pushing in ramps, and they have 3 men stationed for this purpose. And Kappa just drops down the smoke, drops down the flash, now trying to lurk in. No, they're not. They're very skeptical. They know that something is up, something is fishy here. In the meanwhile, they're just going to be looking for the cab execute instead. And in the meanwhile, Ritz, Shabby and Blackhawk are all lurking in the ramp area. And Kappa wisely backing off. Or is he? Kappa not quite sure there. He wants to come in. He wants to come in, but he's being made to pay there. A-Star in the meanwhile just lurking near that cab up area, and Spy, Shabby, Ritz, everyone is here. They know that this is the fight that they want to take, and Shabby in the meanwhile looking for headshots, gets one, looking for another one. He's looking to reload now, and can Shabby do it? A-Star in the meanwhile looking for the backstab, not going to be getting it. In the meanwhile, Impale now headed towards the door area. Mithil has taken down, Mithil has been taken down as well, and now then Wick and Impale, and Wick here is holding this side. He wants his teammate to plant the bomb and get the round. And this is a 1v4. And now then 1, 2, 3, 4. All of them just rushing in. Impel gets down one, looking for another one. Can he? No. No one there. He's pre-firing. Looking for another one. And he's pre-firing and he's just broken the door with his bullets. And he's looking for opposition. Trying to get the headshot. Not gonna be successful. Brilliantly played round there by Team Wolf. They had the man advantage, they lied down their bodies, and they made sure that the defuse is happening. And yet again, we see a comeback from Team Wolf. Team Semper X, you do not want to let them proceed. You want to stop them right now. They just have had that one round right now. And you see Kappa and Impale opting for the UMP-45. And now this is going to be an outer smoke setup coming in from Team Semper X. This is going to be a smoke wall. The smoke wall will be very impregnable. And there you have it, the smoke wall and the Molotovs coming in. Ritesh has already given info to his teammates that they're already headed towards the lower area, the A-long to low area. But no, instead they've just backed off and they're just going to be lurking into the inners. Some nice strategies coming out from Team Semper X, playing mind games with Team Wolf. And Kappa and Co are now headed towards the ramp area, and now this is going to be a rush coming into the ramp area. And Shabby in the meanwhile has just opted to back off. He just opts to go in, and he's now wanting to hide here. This is going to be a slugfest here. Shabby looking for headshots, gonna find one, not gonna be looking for another one. He shouldn't, he just should have hit there. And in the meanwhile, Ritz, they're still lurking near the ladder area. Mithil in the meanwhile continues action. Blackhawk has taken down Impale, and now then it's a 2v3 scenario. Mithil looking for headshots, gonna find one. The bomb has been planted. Ritz now, okay, he's gonna be caught off guard. Ritz take down Mithil as well, and now then making it a 1v2 scenario. Wick versus Ritz and Blackhawk. Blackhawk is in the vents, and Ritz is just going to be showing up into the B-bomb site, and he's going to be taken down. Blackhawk looking for the kill, and he gets it. This just goes back and forth yet again. Well, just like Inferno, it was Semper X doing the impossible, staging a comeback, but this time around Team Wolf, it is returning the favor. And this is going to be an eco round coming out from Team Semper X, and it's going to be Deagles and CZs. Well, I should not rather comment anything on Impale's Deagle. We all have pretty reminiscent memories of what he can do. There you go, Wick completely catching them off guard, but this is too hasty. Blackhawk just punishing them for it, and Kappa in the meanwhile just lurking in that Xylo area, and Mithil in the meanwhile is just headed towards ramp. He's punished as well. Shabby hopping now. He's high on confidence, I believe. And Kappa waiting at Xylo, still wanting for one guy at least to show up. He needs to damage their economy. He needs to damage and pick up some kind of gun. 5 alive. He is 1v5 in this round. And he finds one, but he's caught off guard. And like I said, the comeback is real, and 3 rounds on the trot for Team Wolf. They need to pull up this one as well. That will shake up Team Semper X. They are standing at 11-9 with the round advantage, and this is a full buy coming out from Team Semper X. They need to win this round based on the economy as well. They need to surpass this round convincingly. And now then the spamming's coming out from Kappa. And now then they are going to be opting for the nade into the CT heaven and the flashes as well. This is going to be some terrific execute coming out from Impale and Co. Impale now waiting for the Molotov. They are going to be dropping the Molotov. And yes, indeed, the Molotov being dropped, the smoke being popped. Yes, yet again, the cab is going to be targeted. Spy in a better position, but Spy has been taken down instantaneously. Blackhawk has taken down one now, and Shabby with a op shot, nice headshot coming onto Wick there. Blackhawk holding his position. He knows that all are heading into the bomb site. And how about that, looking for more? Kappa takes on Blackhawk. And now then how about that, just positioning himself opposite wins, but he's been punished, and Shabby gets the final shot in. Okay. Like I said, the economy is going to speak for itself, and the money is not looking good whatsoever. Team Semper X need to eco. They need to eco. Will they be taking the gamble? No, they aren't. They want to play it safe. They are going to eco. And Team Wolf have the full buy in hand. Shabby with the op. And Spy is now ruling the cab area. He did suffer last round with that stupid mistake he made near the cab entrance. And Mithil in the meanwhile has just lost a lot of HP due to jumping in from Xylo. In the meanwhile, Wick lurking near the ramp area. Shabby punishes him. And Mithil now lurking near that glass window. And Rich takes down one, takes down two now. How about that? In the meanwhile, just lurking in the cab area. And he's the sole survivor for his team. It's a 1v4 scenario. This man is made up of a lot of guts. And he gets the headshot on the Spy. It's a 1v3 now. If he is able to pull it off, this will be the clutch moment of the entire series. It's a 1v3 here. And Shabby! And in the nick of time, he gets the shot in. And well, things have gotten interesting. Things have spiced up. 5 rounds on the trot. 11 all. Team Semper X, Team Wolf. Team Wolf very high on confidence indeed. And it's not A-Star. It's not their big dog. It's Shabby who's putting up a good show. It's Ritesh who's putting up a good show. And Blackhawk and Spy doing their bit in the cabin area. Shabby now lurking near that CT ladder, looking to get some shots in. He's been smoked out pretty convincingly. And how about that in the meanwhile? He's just going to be holding the cab entrance area. Impale just got burned a bit. He's just going to be damaged with 26 HP. He's waiting for his opportune time. He's wanting to get the headshot onto Shabby. But instead, they're just going to be passing into long to B area. And now then, this is going to be interesting. A-Star already at the B bomb site. This will be really interesting. And is in a position where he is undetected. And there you have it. Shabby is also watching ramp entrance. So Kappa now checking every possible position. He's checking the glass door. He's checking the glass window. Impale dropping down a nade as well. And A-Star has been taken down. And Shabby in the meanwhile misses his shot. And Shabby looking for one, looking for two. Not going to find anyone. Wick in the meanwhile is taking out two. And looking for the backstab kill. He's missed the shot. Would you believe it? And this is going to be 12-11. Spy is going to be opting for the save. And he has been denied as well. Wick there. On cue, on point, I would say. 3 kills in the opportune time. In the opportune round. Team Wolf, do they have the economy? Do they have the goods to put up a good show even in this round. It's 12 to 11. Yes, they do. It's the AWP being bought out by Shabby, and M4 and Clarion's being bought out by his teammates. Spy is the guy who has opted for the Clarion since he's low on economy, and Impale and Co in the meanwhile are now headed towards outer, and Mithil just holding that cab inner area. Wick is now going to be smoking the warehouse area just to make sure his team is going to be able to pass, and Ritesh is just going to be giving info. A-Shot in the meanwhile has made his rotation. He knows that Team Semperex is headed his way, and he's going to be firing. Oh my god, that's a relentless shot coming in from Impale. And Shabby in the meanwhile making the rotation towards the B-bomb side. He has his op, so it should go in his favor. In the meanwhile, Spy lurking into the cab bomb site, and Blackhawk as well marking cab. Spy in the meanwhile has been taken out by the guy at door, and Shabby has taken down Impale. Mithil in the meanwhile is just going to be lurking and finding Ritesh, and he does find Ritesh. And this is going to be a 2v3 scenario. Blackhawk and go. My word, Mithil, my man, you are the guy. 13 to 11, Semperex 13. Come at the hour, come at the man, it is said, and they are proving it. Mithil and Impale putting on a great show here. Mithil doing the gruesome damage he is known to do, and is top fragging right now for his team. And in the meanwhile, the entire team, Team Wolf, is now going to be marking the B-bomb site. And Impale is now going to be headed towards the A-long to B area. Mithil just going to be marking the inners, and Wick is going to be holding on with his team. And Ritz in the meanwhile just holding that A-bomb site, and A-Star just going to be lurking in that vents area. Shabby and Spy are now... Oh my god, this is going to be a triple peak here. This is going to be interesting. This is going to be interesting. And one dead, two dead. Okay, those were interesting strats coming out. And Ritesh now, even now, holding on to that cap bomb site. This is an interesting position coming out from Ritesh. And Mithilef in the meanwhile just trying to left near that ramp area. Wick in the meanwhile has taken down A-Star. And Blackhawk still holding the Ventus area. How about that? Just lurking in that cab area, now making the play. He wants to go into the vents. Mithil in the meanwhile has made his way to the B-bomb site. And Wick in the meanwhile, he's low on HP. And Blackhawk there, he's going to be having the AK, but he's going to be taken down there. And just one sole survivor, and that's dead. Well, well, well. All the confidence has gone down the drain. Team Wolf, things have turned, and they've turned drastically. Blackhawk was the sole survivor with that AK, but couldn't do much. And a tactical pause coming in from Team Wolf. Well, needless to say here, Team Wolf are pretty much in a precarious situation here. They do have the funds, they do have the economy to buy out, and they will be having their resources as well, but the Molotovs will not be available for them, so they won't be able to stop the initial rushes and the initial control that Team Semperex might want to have. So it might get interesting, because given the fact that Semperex is having Impale and Wick leading from the front and taking the risks and making the big plays and letting Mithil play the passive role, so it's kind of beneficial for Mithil as well. And here we go, we are ready, and it's going to be unpaused. Where is your Ritz, your A-Star, your Shabby, your Spy and Blackhawk? You all need to muster up a brilliant performance now, guys. It's 14 to 11. And this is going to be another A-long execution coming in from Team Semperex. Mithil in the meanwhile just going to be holding door. That's his mandatory gameplay. And A-Star is just going to be lurking into the cab area. And Wick in the meanwhile is just going to be popping out some smokes onto the A-long area. And they are just going to be headed towards the A-long to B. Wick is now opting for a different game style now. He's up at Xylo and he's trying to find opposition. He's just taken a brutal headshot. And this is not pretty. And Wick in the meanwhile has taken down Ritz. Even at 16 HP, he was able to get the headshot onto Ritz, and Kappa in the meanwhile has taken on Blackhawk as well. Shabby manages to get the kill onto Impale, and now they're going to be looking for a ramp rotation, or else they might just opt for the cab execution. Oh yes indeed, it will be the cab execution coming out from Team Semperex. Well, things have slowed down quite a bit and they're very intense as of now. A-Star marking cab, Shabby marking the B-bomb side, Spy marking cab inners. Things will be interesting, things will be intense. Mithil dropping down the smoke. No, he's just switching. He wants to get the headshot. A-Star gets it instead. A-Star's been traded off by Kappa. And Kappa in the meanwhile trying to find one. That's sad positioning there. Spy with the superior positioning, and Shabby now trying to get the kill. Spy takes down Wick as well. And now this is a 1v1. Shabby versus how about? And Shabby trying to get some info out. He's just planted the bomb and he has made it in time. So he does know that he's lurking at side, and now he knows. He knows that, how about that, is just going to be lurking at the bomb site. And it's going to be 1v1. He wants the first peek. He does have a flash in hand. And that's a brilliant headshot coming in the nick of time. 14-12 the score stands. Well then, the score stands at 14-12, and Shabby coming up with the goods in the moment, and he delivered when it mattered the most. And now then, this is again going to be a buy coming out from Team Semperex. They're again marching out towards the A-long area. They are completely reliant and they are very resilient on this A-long execution that they opt for. But Mithil has been doing the bulk, and he has been lurking in that door and giving them info about who is where. And he just has been letting them know that there have been two guys rotating into the cabin. And Ritz in the meanwhile has taken down one from the glass window. A-Star looking for opposition, gets one. Looking for another one, gets another one. Quickly the man advantage, 2v5. Mithil, and how about that? Can they do it? How about that is now lurking near the long area, and he's going to be accompanied by his teammate, Mithil that is, and they do not have the C4 in hand. The C4 is dropped, and they want to get the C4 with some smokes being dropped out. And in the meanwhile, Blackhawk is now lurking near the CT ladder, and Spy is just going to be guarding the A-bomb side. Shabby and Co have now sensed that they're going to be heading towards the B-bomb side, so they're heading downstairs as well. And Mithil and Manan in the meanwhile, he's going to find opposition, and he's going to be taken down. Mithil in the meanwhile, he's going to be fired upon as well. Well, 14-13 now. Can we predict this match at all? First Semperex, then Team Wolf, both of them going all guns blazing, but still, they're both able to pull each other back. And now then, yet again, a buy coming out from Team Semperex. This could be their last breath. Oh, sorry, last breath, sorry. And Shabby there, lurking near that ramp area. Spy and Blackhawk now watching that A-long to B entrance. Spy just going to be holding on to the cab entrance area. Ritz is now going to be marking long. He's not going to find anyone. They've all easily passed A-long to B. And Wick is already marking this area. A-Star in the meanwhile has now positioned himself in a very good way. He now waits opposition. He now waits for the T's to arrive. Blackhawk and Spy holding on to the cap side. Shabby holding on to the ramp. And A-Star and Ritz holding on to long. And a good angle there. Ritz should have gotten the headshot in. He didn't. And Mithil in the meanwhile is just going to be holding cap. Wick there. He's now lurking near the long to B area. There's going to be a fight coming in. Impel takes on Blackhawk. And in the meanwhile, action continues in the A-bomb site. And Mithil now trying to find opposition. How about that? Takes one down. Wick takes down A-Star as well. This is a 2v3 scenario now. Shabby coming in from the cabiner. What a play by Shabby. Looking in for more, but Ritz coming in with the shot as well. 14 all. The old man, they say. The old man. Ritesh coming up with the goods. He was there in the nick of time, coming up and delivering. Well, this is not going to be pretty for Semper X. This is an eco round coming out from them. Well, Team Wolf were punished for this during the Inferno map. Can they avoid it? They did give an eco away for the map win, and Ritesh has taken down Impale in a flash. And this is going to be interesting. Shabby alone at ramp. Oh no, he's going to be accompanied by his teammates as well. And Shabby looking for the kill. Gets the headshot onto one. Now, how about that? Has been taken down. All the others are yet to come. Wick now making his way towards the cabin. Prince and cabiner area. Mithil is going to be firing random bullets for no reason whatsoever. And Mithil now lurking in the door. And he's going to be taken down. Blackhawk takes him down. This is going to be 15 rounds for Wolf. But Kappa proving me wrong. He takes down Blackhawk. Kappa in the meanwhile just lurking into the long city ladder. And he senses someone just went up the ladder. And A-Star takes one down. This is now a 1v3. And he's been taken down. Well, there you have it, Team Wolf. Should I say 4 rounds on the trot? Yes, indeed. 4 rounds on the trot. 14 to 15 the score stands. Team Wolf 15. And now then, they're all going to be wanting to win this. It's a match point for Team Wolf, and Team Semper X needs to tie. They could force out the OT. A-Star going to be playing passively. Ritesh is now going in aggressive. He does spot out Kappa. Does not want to take the fight. Does not want to lose the aim duel. He does want to get the kill though. Not going to be successful though. Shabby with the passive shot. He's going to be trying to find opposition. Not going to be successful so far. He misses the shot. A-Star and Kappa have been traded off. They've killed each other. And in the meanwhile, Ritesh is just going to be watching long. Spy is going to be watching cabiners, and go Blackhawk, that is going to be watching A long to A short. And this is going to be a ramp execution coming out from Team Semper X. Where is Shabby? Shabby has positioned himself, and he just drops the smoke, and 2 Molotovs coming in. Shabby, you need to avoid the flash. You need to run. You need to run helter skelter. And now then Shabby, all eyes on him. But no, they have either opted to go back. They've opted to go back. They've done this the wrong way. And Shabby was alone in that area, but now then this is a change of strategy. And now then it's all eyes on Spy now. Spy marking that cab entrance. And Blackhawk as well. Blackhawk looking for one. Not going to find anyone yet. Blackhawk looks for one. Gets 2, gets 3. No, he doesn't. Looking for the third one as well. Blackhawk 1v3. Look at that. Team Wolf pulling out all the stocks. An improbable comeback. 16 to 14. The score stood at 14 to 11, and Team Wolf pulling it back 16 to 14. My word, Team Wolf, kudos to you for that victory. You really put up a great show. And well played, Team Semper X. We have a finalist. Team Wolf will be proceeding to the finals of the Techfest Razer's Gamers League. This is Nick Heaton signing off.
सारा आपके लिए और मम्मा के लिए